Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys another one of my fun Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles. Today I'm bringing you guys non-pendulum DDDs. This version of the deck I came up with revolves around all of the effect monsters and no pendulum monsters. So it's more of a fun based version of the DDD deck. The pendulum one I'd still say is more competitive based, but this one still has a lot of fun combos, which I'll show you a couple of them at the end of the videos and just exactly what it can do. And, for you people that aren't a fan of, pendulum monsters but still want to get a taste of what DDDs can do, this is the deck profile for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. To start things off, I run 3 DD Baphomet. He is the level adjuster monster. Once per turn, you can target a DDD monster you control that has a level except for Baphomet, declare a level from 1 to 8, and it becomes that level until the end of the turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except DD monsters. So with his adjusting level effect, it allows for you to reach either big levels for the high level DDD monsters or small levels. You can go for things like Wave King Kaiser. He helps you adjust cards like Swirl Slime and Necro Slime that have low levels. So he comes in handy with that when you need to, for example, overlay with him. I also run 3 DD Lilith. She has a pendulum-based effect, but I use her in this deck mostly just for the effect of, if this card is normal or special summon, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use this effect of DD Lilith once per turn to basically target a DD monster in my graveyard, add it back to my hand, so I can grab back reusable things like Swirl Slime, Night Howl, and use them if I normal summon the next turn. The discard effect for Swirl Slime, just a lot of options to go off of with her. Plus, she is another level 4, so exceed options are also a thing. And speaking of Swirl Slime, I still run 3 Swirl Slime. He probably still the most, broke and useful DDD non-pendulum monster in the deck. Just for an easy discard effect, you can fusion summon using him in another DDD card, and you can banish him to special summon one DD monster from your hand. So by banishing him from the graveyard, you gain that special summon effect for DDD monsters. So very versatile with this deck as well. And 3 Necro Slime. This is the 1-for-1 target, the Where Art Thou target, and also the Graveyard Banish effect for a fusion summon. So with this card and Swirl Slime, you have 2 fusion summons right off the bat. So a very useful card to open up with to get out your Genghis and your King to Arc fast. And I also run 3 DD Night Howl. This is your first tuner of the deck. Not so much used in the pendulum variant, but very fast if you're going for the non-pendulum variant, where it's normal summon, you target a DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for Fiend type monsters. That monster's attack and defense becomes 0, and if it's destroyed, you take 1,000 points of damage. So most of the time, I'll target a level 4, and then that's the one turn Alexander play to go off of. Or I can grab another one and get the special summon effect there, and then readjust its level if I have Baphomet already on the field, and get another play off. And then lastly, for the DDD monsters, I run 3 DD Lamia. This is your second tuner that you run. If it's in the hand or graveyard, you send a DDD or Dark Contract card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Except for Lamia, to special summon this card, banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use DD Lamia's effect once per turn. So an easy tuner grab, once again. I don't have Crystal Wing to put into the deck, but definitely the move to go for with this card. If you do have the Crystal Wing to use, sadly, I, like I said, do not, so I just go for the Cursed Siegfried play, or you can go for the Void Ogre play, whatever you need to tune this card with your Alexander. And then for the non-DDD monsters, I run 2 Curry Bandit with the non-pendulum build. This card is really good for getting the Swirl Slimes, Necro Slimes, and Lamias into the graveyard, plus adding your contract cards to your hand. Just that easy one-turn normal summon with tribute effect. And also, 1 Armageddonite just helps to speed up the send to the graveyard effect as well. Like I said, I was trying to go for a non-pendulum build, which it is a really fun deck, just making use of the effect monsters with that in mind. So that's the lineup for the monsters that I like to use. Now for spells, 3 Dark Contract with the Gate, pretty much still standard. We're going for non-pendulum, so I'm not limiting myself just to monsters, so I'm making full use of the contract card still, and letting you add what I need for the specific plays with this card is very important. And 2 Dark Contract with the Swamp King. I thought about bumping this up to 3, but just because I don't have the Kepler in the deck to search this out quicker. But I can still make use of other fusion plays, and putting this card at 2 is fine, because there have been times when I played 3 and I would open up 2 of them and still have 1 more in the deck, so I'd have to worry about that in that situation, not having enough monster resources to go off of. So 2 is just fine still. And still with the draw power, 3 Allure of Darkness, just to speed things up a little more. Still very fast using this. I like to compare it to the speed of Blackwings in a way. How Blackwings don't have Pendulum monsters, but they can still special summon very fast using their non-effect monsters, and Allure of Darkness goes really well with their special plays as well. And 2 were Arthdaus, just for the search for the Necro and the Lamias very easily. And the +2 effect isn't too much of a risk, just because most of the time the level 1 will be there from a special summon, so then I can normal summon the one I search and get off a synchro play or an exceed play that way. And 1 for 1, once again, easy special summon there for my 2 level 1s. Foolish Burial for the same concept of Armageddon Knight, just for the send effect. And 2 Twin Twisters. I can do really well with DDs in my graveyard, and spell trap pop effects are good just because Beowulf is still run in the deck. He's just not as fast, which is why I only run 1 copy, but I still like to have that pop effect option available to me. And then for traps, 2 Dark Contract with the Witch. Very good card, pop effects, taking care of my opponent's cards and bumping up my monsters. And then for normal spell and traps, just normal traps, I run 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, just for a staple. Same with 1 Solemn Warning, when you have the extra spell life points to use, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I like to get my DDD play set up and then just activate this. My opponent can't get over my monsters, and they can't special summon, so that most of the time secures me the win. And that is it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I run 2 DDD Flame King Genghis. Very good card with his special summon effect. Can't go wrong there. Very easy to fusion out using Swirl Slime and another monster, and then going off of his special summon effect to grab you a DDD monster in the graveyard. So I like to do that there. 2 King to Arcs for the life point gang. Also, you just need 2 DD monsters to make this one, so very easy. Also 1 King Beowulf, just for the spell and trap effect, and then the piercing. You need a DDD monster and a DD monster, so if I have a contract with a swamp on the field and I already used the Swirl Slime to have my fusion, that play is right there. 2 Alexander, just for he's part of the Crystal Wing play if you have it, and another special summon effect as well. Sorry about that. And 1 King Siegfried. Once again, he's the spot fill for Crystal Wing, since I don't have one at the moment, sadly. 1 Wave King Kaiser. Once again, he'll be part of the combo play that I show you. And Kali Yuga is probably the most difficult monster to get out in the deck. But, like I said, there are plays that I can get him out, but just a little more difficult. But like I said, much more easier with Bear from its level adjusting ability. And then for the non-DDD monsters, I run 1 Formula Synchron, just for that draw power with Lamia and Necro Slime on the field. 1 Castel, 1 Leviair. This card mostly goes pretty well with, basically, if I end up with extra Night Howl on the field and he stays there. He's just that one play where if I don't have the restriction from the summon that turn, he goes really well. Same with the Cowboy, and 1 Dalahan, just in case I need that Gale play. I don't have King Ragnarok the Fusion in the deck, but he would definitely come out. Most likely for one of the Exceed monsters, just for that. You need 2 DDD monsters to summon him out, so he's probably as difficult to get out as Kali Yuga with this deck, but still very viable if I were to run him. And then we'll go over the play. The play basically involves getting out, just like Akaba Reiji in the manga and anime, his 3 main monsters, which are Wave King Kaiser, King Alexander, and Genghis. So the 3 cards you need for this play are Baphomet you need to open up with, Swirl Slime, and also your Night Howl. If you get these 3 cards, you basically can make these 3 monsters. So what you do is first you activate the effect of Swirl Slime to send Swirl Slime and Baphomet to the graveyard. Doing this will allow you to special summon and fusion summon your Flame King Genghis. Then after you get Genghis out, you have the Night Howl in your hand, which you normal summon, and you use his effect to special summon DD Baphomet. And as I stated earlier, that's your level 7 Synchro. So then you Synchro with these two monsters to get out your DDD Gust King Alexander. And then the effect of Genghis will activate, meaning if you have a special summon a DDD monster, you can special summon one from your graveyard. So you grab DD Baphomet, and then basically King Alexander's effect will activate, which will allow you to special summon not the Night Howl, but the Swirl Slime from your graveyard. And then you use the effect of DD Baphomet to target your Swirl Slime, making it a level 4, and then you overlay those two monsters to make your Wave King Kaiser. And then you have all three monsters out on the field, and then with that you have your Akaba Reiji play without the need of pendulums too, which I find is very cool. You got these out very easily in one move, and no need for pendulum summon or any other effects. You just need those three monsters to open up. So yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Kira Twig out.